Hey everybody, welcome back to another Universe Jarvis video. This is kind of an impromptu little situation. I actually made a purchase on something that I've been kind of toiling over back and forth for a while. I was originally going to do it a few months ago, but I was like, no, I don't think I'm ready to really spend that much money right now. But I decided with, of course, YouTube and needing to do some things with that, and hopefully at some point I'll start doing some video editing, because right now it's kind of raw and off the cuff, but it's original and it's authentic, right? Anyway, so I actually decided to go ahead and get a new MacBook. So what I've been using is this guy, and I've had it for a while. It's actually a 2012 MacBook Pro, and it's actually on, so I probably should shut it down. I didn't realize I still had it on. Did I use it earlier? I don't remember. Anyhow, so this guy, and I actually, look at the little fancy Japanese wave pattern. I actually updated the RAM in this probably about a month ago. It had, I think, 4 gigs on board, and looking at it, it could support up to 8, so I upgraded that to make it a little bit faster. And it's been pretty reliable. Don't really use it heavily, of course. Most of the time when I'm doing YouTube videos, I upload to YouTube using this, or I use the Mac Mini that's also a 2012. And the Mac Mini was new when I got it. This was actually a refurb. And something that I don't know if a lot of people know, Apple does have a refurb and clearance section on their website. It's kind of hidden, so you have to look for it, and it's usually down at the bottom of the page. So what I'm going to do in this video is I'll actually upload the link to get directly there. But the great news about getting something refurb from Apple is it has the same year warranty that something you would get brand new has, and you usually will, I won't say usually, you will save a little bit of money. Not a lot, but still you'll have some savings. So when I got this in 2012, it was a refurb, and I think this was probably right at 1,000, I want to say, when I got it. And you know, solid machine. I mean, to say that it's 2021, so at this point the thing is 9 years old. I mean, definitely you'll get the life out of it as long as you take care of it. You will notice it'll slow down as they come up with new operating systems and things like that, and it'll eventually get to a point that it can't support anymore. But this thing, it's been reliable. It's not going to go anywhere. I'm still going to have it. And this is back in the day when they still did disk drive, so it's got a disk drive on the back. And then, of course, all the ports. So one thing I can't do with this is I got a portable monitor a couple months ago. I can only right now use it with my work computer. I haven't been able to use it with this, of course, because it only has USB. There's not really an HDMI feed or anything like that. So, like I said, I decided to replace this guy. So, went on, and I've actually been looking for a while, and like I said, I couldn't decide. You know, MacBook Pro versus MacBook Air. You know, when you look at the specs side by side on the website, they're pretty much identical. The Pro does have, you know, slightly better battery life. Okay, whoop-de-doo. The screen has a couple more nits in it. Whoop-de-doo. I can see it a little bit better outside. Don't really plan on being outside on my computer, but, you know, it is what it is, and it may happen. There may be some glare. So I actually decided that I was going to go with the MacBook Air, and I did it in a color you'll see here in a second. And of course I wanted the newer M1 processor. Now this thing, it has an Intel in it, which Apple just recently, as of last year, started doing their own processor. Heard really good things about this, so I decided to do it. So I went with a color you'll see in a second. I went with a 512, and these drives are solid state, so you can't expand the memory or anything like that. What you get is what you get. So I went with the 512, and you know, I kind of played around. I could have done I think the 256 for 809, and you save, that's how much it's going to be brand new. I think that one's around 900. So what I got is 512. It's normally like $11.99 or something like that. I got $190 off, so I got it for $10.59. And I did, of course, the express shipping that you can do on this guy, so I could get it today versus tomorrow. I guess I could have waited, but I'm impatient. I probably should have waited, because all the case and screen protectors also is going to get here tomorrow. But I also did go ahead and do a external hard drive for it, which I kind of went back and forth with that. I ended up getting a Seagate, which, you know, Seagates are really great. So is Western Digital. But I went with the Seagate, and they had a 5 terabyte on Amazon for $104. So I thought that was a really good buy, because I figure I'm going to be using it on a Mac, so I can go back and forth between my Mac Mini and even this guy if I need to, and it'll read it, or should read it just fine. So let's go ahead and get in, and nice little standard box here. Looks like it's got my serial number and all that good stuff on the side. It tells me what the model number is. So nothing really fancy on the outside, and it's slightly not going to be in its original packaging because it's a refurb, but they do typically put them in a box. So let's see. So this is going to slide out this way. And like I said, I went back and forth about this. I really did not know what I wanted to do. I was really, really torn. Because honestly, I just didn't want to spend the money. I'm like $1,000 on a computer. But that's Apple. And like I said, as long as you take care of it, I figure getting Refurb is an okay way to go. I mean, I know I haven't had any problems with my old MacBook. And like I said, I've had this thing for a long time. And to me, I couldn't justify getting the Pro because it's got that touch bar. Whoop-de-doo. Wow, I probably would never use it anyway. Now, if they actually do an interface to this touchscreen, then that's a different story. But as of right now, this is fine. So here's the box. It's got MacBook Air on it, and it says down at the bottom, Apple certified refurbished. So it is 100% official. So, the box looks just like the phone and everything. I think the one difference is if this was new, it'd probably have like a sideways picture of the actual computer here, but that's totally fine. So, and I've got all my little information. Of course, got the 13-inch. I think is the only size they make it in. So there's a little pull tab right here that I'm going to get into, and that slides it right on off. Oh, wonderful. You guys are going to see the color here in a second. And actually, I'm going to set it up in this video that I'm doing right now. I'm going to upload on it to kind of give it a try. So here comes the moment. Let's see what we got here. Let me be careful. I do not want to drop this thing. I will cry. Cry, cry, cry. Oh. Did you see? Did you get a peek? I think you did. So I went with the gold. I don't know if you guys can really tell the color. There we go. Got a little bit of color because it got the light there shine on it. But I went with gold. It's beautiful. It's kind of like a gold, rosy gold situation. Oh, this thing is so thin. Like, just looking at the difference. And granted, there's a case on this, but it's not adding a lot of... Like, look at the difference. Like, look at the difference in thickness. And I'm actually going to set this on top so you can see. So there's a size comparison right there to my MacBook Pro. That's pretty incredible, actually. Ugh. Then it comes with the box. It comes with the little, this is USB-C to USB-C. And then I've got the wall brick, of course, and then some little Apple goodies right there. I don't even want to pull the sleeve off, honestly. I should just wait until tomorrow when the case gets here. But since I'm doing a unboxing video, let's slide that off. Oh, there we go. And I'm so OCD about this stuff, I'm just going to actually kind of keep that intact. Oh, this is gorgeous. This is so beautiful. And so well made. I mean, it's true to Apple. I mean, you get it. It's that beautiful aluminum. I mean, it just feels really good, and it's got two USB-Cs right here. So there's not actually a... I guess you can buy an adapter, I'm pretty sure, if I wanted to stick in a flash drive or something like that. But looks like everything... Oh, that kind of reminds me about something, too, that I did not think of with that hard drive, because this is only using USB-C, so hopefully that adapter for that thing... Did not even think about that, so I might not be able to use that external hard drive now that I'm thinking about it. Because there's not a USB, and those typically stick in here USB. I have to see if there's some sort of a converter. So let's open it up. Oh, it actually turns right on when you open it up. That's wasn't expected. So there's the keyboard. And it's actually booting up, doing its thing. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know if I want it to turn on when I open it. So it's on the setup screen. I'll get to that here in a little bit. I'm not going to do it on this particular video, so I'm going to shut this guy down.
To use English as the main language, press the return key.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, I want to. Guess I'm going to use English since you're talking to me. Thanks. She's actually making me go through and set her up. Anyhow, I'll come back to that. That's all I got for this particular video. Thanks for tuning in. As always, I appreciate the support, the comments, the dialogue. It's terrific. You guys are great. There'll be more to come. I'm actually probably won't be for a couple of days, but with all my spray ground situation, I'm probably gonna. Okay, I'm gonna need her to be quiet. That bothers me. Anyhow, thanks for watching this video and tuning in. Do not forget to subscribe below. Thanks, and this video is going to be uploaded using this guy. It's going to be great. It's fantastic. This thing is so light, it feels like I'm going to break it, but I got a pretty rugged case for it, which I may do an unboxing or show it to you guys with it in there and kind of give my views on it. Thanks again. Universe Jarvis out.